Hey guys and girls, welcome back to another beautiful video on this beautiful channel on this beautiful day. How you guys and girls doing? Hope you're doing great as always. Please check out the description box for all the nice links. Also drop a like, subscribe if you likes the content. Here we go, we're back. Another video on the editor modes, and I'm really sorry again for all these damn modes and everything. They're probably really confusing for you. If they're not, you know, all creds to you. But I think they're confusing. I feel they're a little confusing, but we need to make them just so that we can get going with stuff, okay? And in order to make them work, what I'm gonna do is we have to kind of use all these initialized things in the modes, okay? And I'm gonna have one editor mode thing just like this, and go ahead and copy all of these that I deem to be must-haves for every mode, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put them in here and remove the virtual parts. All right, I don't want those, and I'm going to remove the equals 0. Make sure you do that, otherwise you're gonna have some problems. Otherwise your default mode is gonna become a abstract class as well. We do not want that, and I'm just gonna go ahead and define these, all of these. Okay, boom, boom, and we're gonna begin the migration process from editor state to the modes. Okay, and we're gonna need to do a few things. Now, every editor mode has state data, like I said, but it's also gonna require the tile map, most probably the tile map as well, and we're gonna see how that's gonna work. But let's just go ahead and preemptively include that. Include tile map.h, and I'm just gonna say class tile map and then class tile here as well, and just have those in here because those are probably going to be required. So tile map pointer tile map, and we're gonna have to send that in as well. Tile map pointer tile map. Go ahead and put that into your editor mode CPP. And then state data is all good. But tile map needs to be tile map, just like that. Boom. Good to go. Good to go. Now, default mode, same thing. We're going to have to require that in there. And we're going to have to put that in there as well, the CPP file. And then say tile map, just like that. Boom. So now we have the tile map and the state data to work with in every mode. All right. Class tile map, class tile. And once that's done, we should be able to work with some stuff. Now, I did define all of these. I'm just going to make a little comment here for functions like this, and the render and everything is all good. Boom. Now the migration is going to be kind of weird because we're gonna have to use all of these here. Basically, let's just start off by making one function here, right? Void init modes. All right, that's what this needs, and that's probably gonna happen sometime at the end. What we're gonna need to remove is probably some of these things. Maybe init background, we don't need that. Let's just go ahead and remove that, make it less confusing for us. We don't need a background just yet. So we're gonna require the fonts. The view is good. Okay, init text, everything. Let's go ahead and define this function first of all, like that. Remove the init background part, do this, and then once that's done, we are good. Now if we run this, let me just try to run this. It's always a good idea to run stuff. Now we're probably gonna have a problem just to see what's going. Redefinition was enumerator. Let's see. Where Where's editor state? Default. I don't think we can have that, right? Alt mode. There we go. I don't think we can have default. It's already an enumeration for something else. So default mode and enemy mode. But once we do that, we can go into a new game, no problem. We can still go into the editor, no problem. Everything's working fine. Let's just go ahead and set this to enemy mode. And go ahead and forward declare tile here as well. You know, probably don't need that, but let's just do it. And that is good. That is very good. We're going to need one of these. And tile lock, these locks as well. Everything's going to be required there. But first of all, I'm going to create a vector. std vector of editor modes. Editor mode. Editor mode pointer. And modes. I'm just going to call it modes. Very simple. And then in the CPP file, we're going to go to, where's the destructor? Let's go to the destructor right here. And we're going to go ahead and do for or we're just going to go ahead and this modes dot size delete this modes at position I. So we're just going to go ahead and delete all of these. We can also make a for each loop. This is probably the best way to do it. Let's see, buttons. Yeah, well, we'll actually, let's do it this way. For auto reference I, pointer I. No. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Let's just keep it like this. Doesn't matter. We'll just delete all of it. Doesn't matter. All good. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Init modes. Perfect. Just keep that empty. Init GUI. Good. Now, once we have that done, I'm going to go ahead and call that before I forget that in the constructor. Let's go to the constructor at the end here. This init modes. And then we're going to start moving stuff over to the default mode. So what did I say? The view is going to stay font. Cursor text probably going to go. Hold up. Right there. Cursor text like that. We don't have any buttons in the mode itself, but we will. So we're going to keep buttons here. So cursor text, going to remove that. Put it right next to sidebar. No, hold up. There we go. Okay. Put it right down there. And I'm just going to kind of group together everything I got to remove from here. Texture rect, texture selector, title add lock. All of these things pretty much got to go. And they got to go into the default editor mode. And I'm going to put them under private. Like that. And very good, very good. Let's go in here and just go ahead and include GUI.h class GUI. What do we have? Okay, we got all these things. All right, there's no class GUI. It doesn't matter. We'll just include GUI here, and that will make sure it's included in here. That means we can create the texture selector, all these things. The default mode is pretty much going to be whatever editor mode is already right now. And this might be a little long video, so I'm just apologizing for that beforehand by, just already before I even do anything. So let's just go ahead. All the red stuff we got, let's take this out and put that. Let's start with init variables. Let's put that into default editor mode, okay? And I'm just going to create an init variables function here, init variables. Simple. So we're going to go one step at a time. And once that's done, I'm just going to paste all of that right in there. Okay? Just like that. And for some reason, let's see. Oh, that's because I didn't do protected on here. All right, so just make sure in editor mode.h, just say protected, right, like that. So we don't need to kind of make annoying getters and setters within itself. So it's just protected. The child class can access it publicly. It doesn't really matter. All good. So this shouldn't cause any errors. All I did was just paste that in. Now, as we create these, call these, all right? Init variables. Boom. Step 1 complete. Now, next editor mode thing. Editor state. We'll keep init variables. Init view, init fonts. That's fine. The cursor text. So init text. All right. Go ahead in here. And I'm going to put that under init GUI. So void init GUI. All that stuff is going to be within GUI. I'm just going to do that. Boom. Very nice. Very nice. No problems. All right. And then we're probably going to have to work with all the mouse positions and stuff. But we'll get to that in just a second. At least that's working. This init GUI. Like that. And then we're going to have to send in a font for this mode. And to do that, we do load the font right there. When we create a mode, we don't really need, well, we might need a font in each of the modes to display all the data. So SF font pointer font. See how we're kind of realizing what we need as we go. And I'm just going to copy that. Very simple. Put it in here. Whoops. Comma. Put it right in there. Go into the CPP file. Do the same thing. Comma. Boom. And while we're at it, let's just say font. All right. Good. Very simple. Now we go into the default mode. Do the same thing. Put in a font. And make sure the constructor also has the font in it. And then fonts. So now we have a font accessible to us easily. And this should stop complaining anytime very soon. Let's see. No constructor font to font. All right. So dereference that and set the font. Boom. Good to go. Good to go. And then the mouse position, whatever. We'll get to that in a second. But before we do, let's keep going. View fonts, very nice. Text. Probably not going to need any text in the editor itself. So remove that function, the whole init text function. Keybinds is good. We need to kind of make sure those are set. The pause menu is very important. The buttons, that's good. Init GUI, let's just go ahead and copy all of this. Control X that and go into your default mode and just paste that into init GUI a little further down, and it shouldn't have any problems really. I mean, except for this font thing here. You just need to set it to dereferenced and you're good to go. So here we go. General GUI. Text. Maybe we're gonna have buttons further down like that, whatever you want. All good. So that initializes the GUI. Very nice. Okay, so back to editor state again. All this is good. Editor state. Keep that though. Init tilemap's good. Init modes fine. Remove that. And we need to go down, further down. We don't need to delete the texture selector. We need to do that within the default mode. So we got to see what we got to delete. So the texture selector obviously needs to be deleted. Let's just do that before we forget. Delete texture selector. Right in there in the default editor mode. Okay, go down to where it's red. Okay, no camera speed. Obviously, camera speed is actually something we need within the state itself. So I'm just gonna remove that from here. Editor state. I'm just gonna put it right back below view. And then we're good. All right, and then I gotta remove the actual camera speed right there. Put it back in here in Init Variables. And I'm gonna actually increase this to 1000 because it's really slow. So just do that. Now once that is done, we're good. We'll keep going down. Sidebar, all that stuff not required. This is the update editor input. Now if we press left, all this is gonna be done in the update input part. So just copy all of this, all of that, and put it into the default mode right here. Now, what do we have as functions? Update input. Put all of that into update input. Good. Data. Let's see if state data has state data. Okay, that doesn't have, it's actually keybinds itself. All right, we need more things to send in. So we'll just keep it like that for now. Also mouse position grid, mouse position window. All those things are required. Also the key time stuff. Okay, no problems, no problems. What I'm thinking, we'll keep going and we'll solve all of these things in the next video. But first of all, we're just going to kind of copy over everything that we need. I'm going to remove all of this here from update GUI. Put it right into update GUI. Go back to the editor state. Pause menu is fine. And update mouse positions, key time, input. Update buttons, GUI, editor input. Pause menu buttons, render the GUI. No more texture selector stuff. We're gonna have to kind of copy all of this. Render GUI, right? Okay. Go ahead and put that in within render GUI in the state mode. And we're almost done. Almost done. We just need to make sure the render... Okay, the render is fine. The tile map's rendering. Everything's rendering perfectly like we want it. It's mostly the updates and stuff that's required. Updating the buttons, updating all this stuff. We'll probably put that into the modes as well. And that's looking pretty much finished, guys. Pretty much. You won't be able to run this because we got a bunch of issues here. But in the next video, we'll make sure to send everything we need into here, make a get key time function, update key time, all that stuff, and we should be good to go. We'll be fine. But thank you for watching so far. I know it's been a long video, very complicated, lots of copy pasting, but we'll go through it. Just make sure you go through the code and you make sure you look at what I have actually removed. I just removed everything from the editor state and put it into our default mode, pretty much. But once the code is done, go ahead, go back, look at it. I'm pretty sure you'll understand it. It's not that complicated. Mostly stuff we already did. It's just copy pasting. But thank you so much again. Thanks for all the support. In the next video, hopefully we'll get this to work. Make sure it renders and updates as it should. And we'll all be happy, all right? And keep learning. Keep working hard. I'll see you guys and girls in the next one. Bye-bye.